I'm Brooklyn Kaye. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the February Boxycharm base box. So I hope you all enjoy the video. I share all my thoughts and I also try on the products. You can actually see how they perform. So I hope you all enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up as well. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi guys, welcome to another Boxycharm review. This is the February Boxycharm. I'm sorry that you're getting two Boxycharm videos in a row, but the other one I got a little late and this one I got early. So we're gonna go over all of the goodies in the box and do a try on as well. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so one of the first items I received is this Real Complexion Hyaluron Skin Essence. It's considered a 5-in-1, so it's moisturizing, skin glowing, skin boosting, skin balancing, and skin softening. So I've actually been using this for the past few days and I have really enjoyed it. So this is what it looks like. It's just this clear liquid. What I'll do is I'll just open it up, pour a few drops in my hand, and then I'll pat it onto my skin or rub it in. Just depends on if I'm in a rush or not. And I'll actually use it twice a day, but I freaking love it. So I just put that on and then my moisturizer and eye cream. So the next, oh, this box is the worst. Okay, so the next item I received is this Levito Age Away Hydrating Cream. And it's basically hydrating anti-aging cream. Very thick and rich though, so I looked up the ingredients on the CosDNA site. I talk about that site in my video about skincare, which I believe the title is, I don't remember what it was called. So basically in that video I talked about what my skin used to look like and what I've done to prevent myself from breaking out and how to look at makeup products to see if they have ingredients that could break you out. And this one had a high one in one of the acne ingredients. So I've just steered clear from it, but I did give it to my boyfriend because he has super dry skin. So his skin like loves oils and rich creams. So I just passed this over to him, but for me it's just gonna be too rich. The next item I got is this Wander Beauty Double Day Lip and Cheek, which I've actually been loving and I've used so far. So first of all, this packaging is so cute. Like look how cute that is, the clear like pinkish packaging. So I got the shade Sweet Talker and it's like this nice peachy color. There's a brush hair in it because I have used it a few times, but it's just this nice peachy pink shade. It gives you a really brightened appearance when you put it on. And then it also has a clear one, so you can use this as a highlighter or just as lip balm, which speaking of, I need some, so. And then the last item I received, I was actually really excited about, so let me pull it out for you. It is the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette, which is so pretty. I love this like rose gold around it and these flowers. Let me open it up, which again, same exact packaging on the inside, which I like actually. I always hate when people will have really interesting outer packagings and then the palette is like nothing, you know, but this, I like that this matches it. So this is what the inside looks like. You have this little protective transparent thingy that most palettes have. You have a mirror, which I love. And then on the inside, you have these really fun, colorful shades. Like you have pretty much every shade in the rainbow except for blue, which I can usually just reach for another palette for that. But you have only 3 shimmers and you have more mattes than shimmers, which I actually like when it comes to a colorful palette. I feel like shimmers in colorful palettes, when there's more shimmers than mattes, it's harder to create a full look. We're gonna be starting off with this first today. I'm just gonna grab some eye primer, prime my eyes, and then we'll get started on the eyes. Okay, so I just used the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to prime my eyes just because this seems to work really well with color, so I just like using that. And then let's dip into the eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna grab some brushes. You know me, I'm never fully prepared. I like that there's even a transition shade in here. I don't know how dark it's gonna be, but let's try it. So I'm gonna go in with Beach, which is this shade. Test the waters, see how they are. So it's basically my skin tone shade. Actually, it's just a teeny bit darker. It's a really good transition shade, actually. And what I like about transition shades is they basically kind of like contour the eye for you before you get into all of the other colors. So I always like to just throw one in the crease because then I feel like I don't have to do as much work shaping the eye. And I was trying to decide what kind of look I want to do today. So sometimes if I am lacking inspo, I'll even pull up a picture of art and I'll just kind of go off of that, or I'll even just look up a makeup look on Pinterest. Okay, so I didn't really find anything on Pinterest, so I'm just gonna kind of go with what's calling out to me. And I really like these like pink and purple shades. Those are what are really just like doing it for me, so let's try it out. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's so pigmented. And I still had some brown on this brush because I was lazy. Wow. I feel like that's not totally picking up on camera, unfortunately, but it is bright. And that's the shade Flip Flops here. I like just like want more because wow, I'm so impressed with that. And I don't think this palette was that expensive, so I'll definitely link it for you guys down below because I'm really liking at least that first shade so far. So let's see how the rest of them perform. So I'm gonna take this shade called Vacation, which is a lot more of like a peachy orange. It's coming off more of like a yellow orange on camera. And I'm actually gonna mix it with some Picnic here, the bright pink. Ugh, as I'm like pointing everywhere. This shade. I'm so impressed with this, wow. Cause I barely picked up much on my brush and it's just like, here we are, we've arrived. And then I'm gonna take some above the pink. We're gonna take some of this shade called Carnival here. Wow, and that is some pigment too. I'm going to add some more detail, but I sometimes like to get the shimmer down just so I know where to add more colors. So I'm going to take this shade Heat, which is like a shimmery, whoa. It's like the shimmery reddy pink color. Oh, that's like not coming across as bright on camera, at least in my viewfinder, but hopefully it does in the actual video. These are like really chromy. I feel like this would be a palette that Nikki Tutorials would be about, because she's all about those really chromy shades. At least that's how her Beauty Babe palette is. That is so bright and obnoxious. I love it. And then I'm usually lazy, so I'll just wipe my finger off on the back of my hand, but wow, do you see that? It kind of shifts from like orange to pink. That's all the same shade, by the way. That is just so, let's zoom you guys in. That is just so beautiful. And then I'm actually gonna take a little bit of the orange shade. It's not that foiled formula like the other one is, but I wanna just add a little something something in there. And then we're gonna take Fun, the yellow shade. I feel like it needs a little more shimmer going into here. Just on top of the purple, just to help that blend. Sometimes I'll do that, I'll just kind of pop it on top of the matte. It all just flows. And I almost want to do using the pretty much other half of the palette on the other eye. So let's try it out. Gosh, I just love that shade. That is so cool. Yeah, so let's dip into Water Slide, which is this nice yellow. I feel like testing out the yellows is always a good way to test out a palette. Which that's not as pigmented. And then I'm going to dip into this green shade called Theme Park, because I just feel like that's way too fun not to, you know? I don't know, now I'm kind of wishing there were more shimmers in here. Let's try just the gold on there. Ooh, that actually is pretty foiled, now that I put that on. And then I'm gonna take some purple here, just because I don't want that to be too flat, where like this has like multiple colors going on, whereas this only has like two. Which it's not layering very well. I should have put this purple on first, because as you can see, now it's just starting to get patchy, even though I'm really packing it on there. I'm not too happy with that. Yeah, it's super patchy. It's not as blended. The pinks were a lot easier to blend, so just keep that in mind. The pinks are a little bit better. I am glad that I tried out those other shadows in the palettes, but I'm probably just gonna take this off, honestly, because since I've worked with a ton of eyeshadows, I tend to know just when something's gonna work and when it's not, and this is just, I don't really know what I'm gonna be able to do to get this to work now. So I'm just gonna take this off, match it to the other eye, do some foundation, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, so I threw some lashes on, did some foundation, concealer, bronzer, cream contour. Everything's gonna be linked down below, but I did want to show you guys the cream blush. I just take a synthetic angled brush. This is the JH04, and then I just pounce into it and then apply it like I normally would. You can totally use a beauty blender if you're more comfortable with that, but I like a brush because I feel like I can be a little more precise and then I'm not getting blush on my beauty blender. And it has a gorgeous sheen to it where you don't really even need highlighter. And I'm gonna kind of bring it up into the eyeshadow, kind of drape it. So bring it basically on the temple and then down. I feel like it actually stays like with this nice dewy finish. And then I like to just go over it with my sponge. And then let's try this out, the clear one. So I'm just gonna take it, hold on, put a little more on my lips because I need it. Tap it on the cheekbone. Ooh, that's so pretty. I feel like this is gonna be gorgeous in the summer with just like a tinted moisturizer. I love more of the bright blushes in the summer because even though they're bright, like for some reason they look natural on the face. Like it just looks like, oh yeah, I'm just glowing, you know. And this is kind of like a almost Russian style makeup look. As far as the eyes go, at least, you know, from what I've seen, I absolutely love Russian makeup. Like the way they do it is just incredible. Like they always do this really blown out lower lash line. I'm still trying to perfect that, but I love how it looks. And then they do really glowy cheeks. I just think it's such a pretty look. And then for lip liner, is that what I want? Yes. So lip liner, I'm going to use the Youngblood Au Naturel. I just like that it's a cool tone nude, but it's not gray, and it's not like an orangey lip pencil, so I really like that. And then for color, I'm gonna take some of the Mochalicious Wet n Wild color on the outer corners, kinda. It's a little dark. But then take this nice pinky shade called Cream Cup by MAC on the center area for some extra fun, because I mean, I just can't ever stop with one lip color, ever. You guys should know this by now. But I'm going to take Alexandra lip gloss by Anastasia, and it has this nice pinky orangey gold shift, which is kind of like what we have going on the eyes. And just popping that on there, and it'll just nicely tie the look together. And then I am just a little shiny in here. I'm gonna take some foundation powder. Sometimes I just don't want to go through the whole translucent powder process, like opening it up, powder flying everywhere, like tapping it out. It's a lot of work. So just tapping that in that area so we still have the nice glow everywhere else. I just love that area to be matte for some reason. Alrighty, you guys, so this is the final look that I created using the Boxycharm products that I got in my Boxycharm February box this month. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe and like this video as well if you want to see more videos like these. And I will see you in my next video.